Are we live? Yeah, we live. 3 seconds live. What's up, guys? How you doing today? I'm out here today in the Dominican Republic, and I'm with a special guest. Tell them where you from and where you at right now, my brother.
Okay. Originally, my name is James Claiborne from Kingside Entertainment Company. I'm originally from Chicago, born and raised Chicago, Illinois. I'm in Hollywood, California right now.
That's what's up, my brother. So right now we gonna talk. We just waiting. I'm looking. They just got the they're getting the feed, so all of them will be on in a minute. So you gonna probably have to repeat that again. But man, it's happy to see you again. I see one person came on. Nadine Williams said first on now, so one person is on. Now we got 7 people on. See, all right, it's coming.
Yeah.
So again, where you from again? Let them know where you from.
Yeah, I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois, in the United States, and been in Los Angeles, California for the last 20 years. My name is James Claiborne. I'm a media outlet, digital media, Kingside Entertainment. We cover all media coverages in sports, entertainment, social justice, injustices, and everything.
Okay. And today, we're gonna talk to you a little bit to get to know you. I'm gonna have you on my platform. Man, this won't be our last video, man. And we know each other. We know each other from school. Up in tell them where we was at. We know each other from.
Yeah. We met at the University of California at Riverside.
And,
we just connected, and then we just stayed in touch, doing our thing, and now we fell into the same kind of genre of business, covering media coverage, and you do travel, I do entertainment, and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, it's working out.
All right, I see the name of your company is King Solomon Entertainment Company.
Yes.
And then it's media. Okay, so tell them in detail so the people can understand what do you do exactly? What do you do exactly? Yes. And like in a minute detail as possible. What do you do exactly?
Okay, so my originally when I was in school, I studied community activism. I was a political science major. I was focused on a career in law. And I did that for years. Then I had a career change where I transcended into entertainment, but I had already been out here in LA and was introduced to entertainment, but didn't have no interest in it at first. I was still focused on the career in law. And so what happened was it kind of got introduced to entertainment, was around it, and it just kind of like stuck, and it kind of like found my niche, and then the interest came later after being introduced by it. And so I started doing entertainment production, producing, writing, all forms of entertainment. I'm a producer, original content creator, and now it has grown into my own media outlet to where I now cover various topics and things of that nature. So just expansion of me going from production to now media.
Okay, from production to now media. Okay. And I was looking at some of your videos on your YouTube channel. Let them know your YouTube channel. He's a YouTuber. Let them know what your YouTube channel is.
Yeah, we're gonna put the link. I think I sent you the link, and I sent you all the Twitter handles.
Okay, what's the name of it? Man, I should have wrote it down right now. What's the name? Right, tell us the name of it right now. I'm gonna write it down.
Under YouTube, under my name, James Claiborne. So if you type up James Claiborne, you go to my YouTube Claiborne. Yeah.
And the CLAYBON.
BON.
Right.
Yes.
Pop up your YouTube channel.
Yeah, pop up my YouTube channel, and then of course, if you subscribe to YouTube already, just subscribe. It's right there.
Yeah. Yo, guys, you got to check out his YouTube channel, man. This guy interviews all the celebrities that pass through Hollywood, that pass through California. You'd be surprised. The brother's doing some big and mighty and major moves. He's making major moves. Hold on for a second. I'm just going to see what the people are saying. Nadine said first. Berman said, "What's good, Philly? What's good, man? What's going on with you?" Nadine said, "Hit the like button." MTV said, "Peace." Nadine Williams said, "Hit the like button." Berman said, "I did, Nadine." And then his name is James Claiborne, and YouTube. You can check him on YouTube. So now, my brother, I'm gonna ask you. Let me get a chance here. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna bring up some topics, and you because this goes with what you're doing, and you can just elaborate on these different topics. The first topic I like to bring up is civil engagement. What is that to you? civil engagement. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you good. Yeah.
Okay. Civil engagement. What does that mean to you? Civil engagement.
Civic engagement to me is when the community and government come together. They come together for the greater good, of the society, for the community. And so you want to get involved. Lots of times we only participate in national government elections and all the things that surround around bureaucracy, but it's very important that we get involved with the local government as well. And so civic engagement is things that's going on in your community, things that you want to see happen in your community that is not there. You got to get organized. You have to get involved, know who your Congress people are, know who your city councilman people are. And if these things exist in your community, get involved. If you want them to exist, create them and organize them and bring them to your community. It's about greater good when the community work together with the government. Civic engagement.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. And also, so you did practice law for a while. You practiced law for a while. You practiced law for a while.
I was a certified attorney assistant, ABA approved certified attorney assistant. So I worked in the legal field for over 10 years. And so I did research. Right. I did draft, filings, all that stuff for attorneys. So yeah.
All right, my brother, they're doing big things. That's all right.
You know, I was trying to become a lawyer, but it just wasn't my call. But you know, I'm doing entertainment. I'm happy now. Yeah.
Well, I think this is your calling, my brother. I think what you're doing now, I think this is your calling, man.
Yeah.
I found out it was my calling, you know, to be in the media outlet.
Yeah.
So I think this
is our calling. I can use everything that I learned in this field. So you know.
That's all right. I have another question for you. Community activist. When you hear that word community activist, what does that mean to you? Yeah. And how does that relate to what you're doing?
Yes. Okay. So like I said, I hear you great. I undergrad in political science. So I learned how the system work and how to work the system. And I think with community activism, I think that it's about organizing, it's about galvanizing the community. And I think it's important to first know how government works and then get the community organized and get it involved to get the type of reactions that you are looking for. So community activism is really galvanizing the community and getting the community involved in things that make, if you want to clean a community, you organize block cleanings, adopt the block. If you want more service and protection, you do the neighborhood watch, you know what I'm saying? So you things that you can organize, that you can bring to your community that it might not exist, that you can organize and you can have. So it's all about meeting the demands of the community and organizing it and bringing them there.
Okay. And you say you from Chicago originally.
Yeah.
You from Chicago originally. That's all. I see the Chicago hat.
South side. Yeah. I had to wear my
South side. Yeah. I was going to ask you not to change the subject a little bit, but how do you feel what's going on up there, man? It's a lot of issues going on in Chicago going on right now. How do you feel about it? Do you get up to Chicago much these days, or you mainly based in California right now?
Well, I got a lot of family still there. I go back. I have been going back often recently, more so than before. So so every time I hear something negative or bad about Chicago, because it kind of overshadows the good, because Chicago is beautiful. If you ever been, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
It's also one of the most segregated places. And so although you have your beautiful areas, you have your segregated areas as well. And so with the violence and the crime, like people that are referring to, when I ask about where is it coming from, what's happening, it's a disconnect, a disassociation from the people that I grew up with.
Okay.
People that I grew up with saying that it's the younger generation, Generation Z or Generation X that are the ones that need to be reached, that are doing these types of activities. So not necessarily people that I grew up with. So it's like this disconnect of these new young people that
the new generation
are fighting to be heard and are beefing over territory or disagreements, or that's the way they know how to resolve disagreements, you know.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, because your city's #1 and my city, Philadelphia, is #2, man. There's a lot of stuff going on in Philly.
Oh, not Philly. Not North Philly.
North Philly is #2, man. North Philly is #2.
Yeah.
And this takes me to Philadelphia, man. That's where I'm from, man.
That's why we gotta keep it all the way beans. Keep it all the way beans on this show. Keep it all the way beans, man.
That's true. That's true indeed, my brother. That is true indeed. Let me talk to the people that's watching. Do you have any questions for him? I got a lot of questions for him. You know, Philly Dom is the king of questions. So I had a lot of questions for him. For King Solomon Entertainment, I got a lot of questions for him. Is anything you guys that's watching? I see we got a couple people watching. Anything you want to ask him? Anything you want to know about him? The brother's doing some positive things, and in the United States right now. And anything you want to know about his company, about his YouTube channel, anything that he's doing. If you have any questions, don't be shy, guys. Jump in. I need your help so we can ask this guy what's going on, because he's going to definitely be a fixture on my platform, and I'm gonna do a lot of things with him. I knew this brother for years. So, my brother, I got another question for you. Do you rather be called James or King Solomon? What you want to be known as, King Solomon or James?
I mean, both. Either or. It really doesn't matter. King Solomon is what I'm branded right now, so I do King Solomon.
Okay.
Right, you know, so.
King Solomon. That's what we'll call you.
Okay.
King Solomon. Black is another topic for you. A black universal connection. What does that mean to you? What does that mean to you?
Yes, the black I think a lot of times we kind of only worry about the blacks that we are with physically and connected to, as far as we see every day in our community. But I think it's very important that we begin to think outside of just where we're located. Just like you in the Dominican Republic, you're in the DR, I'm here in the United States. That connection is very important, especially now, because especially in media as well, because if we're all connected, then that way we can pretty much ascertain what's going on everywhere. You see what I'm saying? So it's important that we communicate and we stay in connection with each other. That way we could probably prevent something from happening somewhere else if it hadn't already got there. And empower people with the information that we have before we get there. So it's important that we all stay connected, because we all experience more similar things than we do different. So if we already have that connection existing, we can definitely get the word out that, hey, this is happening here. You need to know about it. I don't know what they telling y'all, what y'all heard, but this is what's really happening. And I think that it's important that, you know, we could stay connected to keep that line of communication open, that we get the word out.
Okay. Sure. We got somebody here, aka my cousin Brown Sugar, said, obviously you guys have not visited or kept up with Baltimore, Maryland. We have. I know about Baltimore, Maryland. I think Baltimore got Pennsylvania and Chi-Town, Chi-Town best. I guess he's saying they have a lot of issues there in Baltimore right now as well. Yeah, I was saying Philadelphia was second on the list and Chicago was first. I don't know. I'm gonna check it. I'll check it. We'll Google it. Brown Sugar. You know, we ain't always accurate, but we trying. What did she say? Brown Sugar said, I think Baltimore, Maryland has Pennsylvania and Chicago best. I guess best or beat.
Beat. Best. Yeah, probably said beat.
Yeah, probably beat. She puts that best.
Yeah.
Brown Sugar, do you have any questions for him? He's in the entertainment business. Any questions you have for him? Let me know, because I know you're a woman of many questions. Do you have any questions for him, aka cousin Brown Sugar? Do you have any questions for him that you would want to know about what he's doing in Hollywood, California, and what is he doing in the entertainment business? You have a question, anybody, not even just Brown Sugar, anybody that's tuning in, the people that are watching, you guys have any questions, let me know. Yeah, she said beat. Yeah, beat. Yeah, she was. Yeah. Because I can keep asking them questions all day. You know, Philly Dom is the king of questions. You guys usually have a lot of questions for me, so anything you want to know about what the brother is doing, aka King Solomon Entertainment, ask him. Don't be shy. With that being said, let me ask you another question. What is it? you took an interest in Haiti. We used to talk about that back in the day, man.
Yeah.
You took a big interest in Haiti. You said you wanted to go there. You wanted to check out the country. I'm actually on the island. You know, I was in Haiti for months and months and months,
Yeah.
and I just came over to DR just to get a little breather, see something different. But eventually, I will be going back to Haiti. Haiti has a lot of history, has a lot of culture. First an independent country out of slavery, 1804. It's rich, it's draped down in culture. I call it historical Haiti. I don't even call it Haiti. I call it historical Haiti. First independent black country in the world. First successful slave revolt. I know you want to do some work with the Haitians. You know I'm Haitian American. You how could I ask you the question? The diaspora. When you hear that, what does that come? What does that? How's that ring a bell to you?
Well, the
Diaspora, yes, the diaspora. Well,
diaspora pretty much
how's that
is,
ring a bell to you, my brother?
yeah, it's pretty much where we all derive from. And I think all of us derive from Africa,
Yes,
and
indeed.
where we all ended up, that is essentially the diaspora. And so we ended up all over the world. And so it's important that we put forth the effort to connect with our brothers in Haiti and our sister that is in the Caribbeans and in Europe, where we all over now. But we essentially all came from Africa, and that connection, I believe that it's more effort that we need to put forth of connecting us all together universally, because that's where we all derive from. So we definitely see our brothers and sisters in Haiti, we feel them, and we get behind them, we support them, and anybody that know the history of Haiti, like you just so eloquently stated, it was devastating to read that history, and you proud that they prevailed in that war, but you also is hurt because of what happened as a result. Not only did they lose like 80% of people winning that war, but here we go, 25 years later, they come back and impose sanctions, come out, what give us back what we lost as a result of you prevailing in the war. I never known any person to prevail in war and come back 25 years later and say, give us what we lost. But I do know that when somebody wins in war, they end up controlling and owning some of the resources in that country, where they
yes.
are benefited from. Right. So I
Yes.
don't understand that part. But here we
Yeah,
go
why?
with the embargoes, and they of course want sanctions, and it's like it's and that's why you have the poverty you have in Haiti today. And so it's unfortunate, but yeah, but it's sad. It's really sad. But I'm so happy that the Haitian people are strong people, and
Yes.
they continue to prevail. And
Prevail.
I believe they're gonna come back full circle. And so I'm excited about their journey and their future. And I think that all of us that are part of diaspora need to get involved in Haiti obtaining that as quickly as possible.
Yeah, because they started it off in the beginning, man. So it has to come back to a 360. It has to get better for them, for the people of
Yes.
Haiti, definitely. But
Yeah.
you're welcome to come visit, man. I'll be back there soon. I don't know when I'm going back, but soon, very soon, I will be back. Shout out to my boy Blue Rakes. He said Philly Dom is a man. Shout out to you, Blue Rakes, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for tuning in. Yo, guys, support his channel. Blue Rakes is a YouTuber. Big time doing this thing out there in Sosua, Dominican Republic. He's straight out of Atlanta. Support him, my people. Support him. And I say we got Jocko said, what's good, Philly? All is well, my brother. All is well. Then live life, put his hands together like that. And Eddie Williams gave my number out if anybody want to reach me, get in contact with me. And my brother, I got more questions. I'm the king of questions, and you King Solomon Entertainment. So I'm gonna keep giving you some questions. But now, just to break it up a little bit, in LA, what's the move? What's the move out there? What's going on in LA right now? Just on a different topic for a second. Due to the COVID and everything, I ain't been out there in a year now since I've been traveling. But what's the move like in the mood like in LA right now? Because is it different? Is it different? How's it? They said everybody's the restaurants are outside. You eat outside now. The homeless. Tell me what's going on, man. Tell me what's going on in Los Angeles.
Well, you know, post-COVID, they enforced the COVID mandate that the city get locked down. So we was locked down for about 3 or 4 months. Then they opened up. It was open for about 4 days. Then it was a second lockdown. So now we're exiting that second lockdown. But we had been locked down for the last 7 or 8 months since March when this happened. And so it was this anticipation that it was only going to be about 3 months tops. And then they kept pushing the reopen dates back. And then once they finally did reopen that first time, it was new cases that accelerated. So it was new COVID cases where they had to shut back down. And so, yes, a lot of anticipation, a lot of people, because they didn't anticipate it would be as long as it has. A lot of people just, not that they are rebelling against the rules and the mandate, but it's people want to get out there and live their life. They started to exercise, started to go outside, and they just stopped being confined to the home so much, more so in the beginning. So you see the change that people are getting, you know, taking control back their lives, even though we're surviving this pandemic. But people are definitely still in question of what's really going on, because you know when the plane got here, it was in California. So that's where we take it really serious here, the contamination. And when it first happened, because that plane from China came here, and you know, it was in Riverside actually. So you know how close we are, right? So
yeah, that's an hour away. That's hour away outside of LA. Hour 20 hour away.
Yeah, at the March Air Force Base where it went over there. So very cautious, and people are just really trying to reclaim their lives. And as far as the COVID rules and the mandate, eating outside, stuff like that, I mean, you just have to adhere by them, because there's no dining in. You have to eat outside where it's open air. You cannot, you know, 6 feet. Everybody is doing the 6 feet social distancing. And so, but people are adjusting, and people are trying to reclaim their lives back. And so now that the state has begun to open up more and more, a little bit more so in the what we call the valley suburban area, because the cases are higher in the inner city. So they're opening up more stuff like in the IE and in San Fernando and in the valley parts and suburb parts, because it's less.
That's all California area, guys. Yeah, Los Angeles area. I'm just letting them know that's Los Angeles, California area. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and
I'm listening.
Cases are lower in the valley and the suburban areas, but they are starting to open up more stuff in the inner city as well. But it's trying to come back. I don't think we even 50% back yet. Probably around there. But yeah, people are really trying to come back, and a lot of businesses are not coming back, we're hearing. So we really don't understand the devastation that this has caused, because this is historic, and we really don't even begin to know what the effect of it. They talk about the new normal. So we are definitely trying to transition into the new normal as we try to come back from a worldwide pandemic, you know.
Okay. And I got some. We have some questions for you now. Let's shout out to my Jamaican brother right there, Dre. Dre, shout out to you, Dre, man. We got to talk, man. It's been a long time, Dre. He said Philly dime to the world. And also shout out to Life, man. Appreciate you for all the support up there in the sewer, man. Thank you for holding me down. I appreciate that. And we got a question for you, King Solomon from Brown Sugar.
Okay.
She said, my question to King Solomon: I served in the Army 20 plus years with many African Americans that does not claim Africa. Why do you think African Americans don't claim Africa? Why do you think African Americans don't claim Africa?
Well,
my brother.
I think it varies, because I have never experienced no African American that do not claim their African heritage. The very name of African American is in African American. So the very name of our descendants is in who we profess to be as Americans. But you do get the American dynamic of people holding on to their individuality. And I think that lots of times you experience people who are holding on to their individuality, because that's also important as well. If you see right now with the new climate, everybody is issue-based and not more so party-based. They're moving away from all of majority thinking alike, and people want to think about, you know, individually. They want to think about their own problems and solve their own problems individually. But you know, the way the system works, if we don't do things as a group, it won't be effective because you need the numbers. But I haven't experienced people saying that they are African Americans are not African, although we are far removed, but we understand the importance to connect and know our history. And so those that know the history know that they're African and they're African American, they're African. So unless I hear that conversation, I could pretty much ascertain where it derives from. In my opinion, most of the time it derives from that person really want to be an individual and taking hold to the individuality. But other than that,
yeah, but you said overall, most of your brothers and sisters claim that they know they're from Africa.
And
they know they're descendant of Africa.
And now more so than ever, because you know, with the protests and everything, with the social injustices here, people not playing about that at all. It's a viral video every day. Folks let people know, no, we African, you African.
Yeah, you of African descent.
You're African, yeah.
Oh man. And another question, man. I was watching your YouTube, watching the videos on your YouTube channel, man. Man, you connected in California, man. I couldn't believe that some of the celebrities you were talking to. So I see that you cover black media. I see you cover black media coverage. You're part of black media coverage. How did you get into that? And man, guys, you got to check out his YouTube channel. I'm gonna let him talk, but you got to check out his YouTube channel. He interviews some of the top black actors out there. Like, I'm talking about people on like almost on Denzel Washington level. Like, I'm not even joking. How did that come about? You interviewing people on the red carpet and different things.
Yeah, so I started off in production as a PA, and I started out working on different projects, plays, feature films, and of course school projects as well. And I just hopped on different projects with other people who was either directing something or something that I had seen and I had applied for, and I had went and participated in. And so I was doing production, and I found out that my niche would be producing, and that's what I gravitate more towards. And so, in knowing that, you know, content is king, so I began to create my own content. And so from there, I say, well, when I'm not working with talent, I'm gonna be working on my own thing. So simultaneously, I work with talent and I work on my own thing. Because if you could do it for somebody else, it's really good to first prove you could do it for yourself. Because a lot of times people want to believe you if you haven't done it before. And so what I was doing simultaneously, I was doing it for myself and I was working with talent. And then that way it become easier for me to let people know that I know what I'm doing and I get results. And so that's what I was all about as far as producing. And so I was building these relationships along the way. And so, of course, when I began to expand and do my own media thing, platform, whatever, that's when I called people that I've known or I have worked with. And these are the ones who have responded, and they was like, no problem. You know, you get some people that Hollywood you, but for the most part, I've gotten great response. And as a result of what I'm building, people are definitely turning and coming to support. And it's turned into a wonderful thing, man. So I'm excited about where it's going. But yeah, it was definitely me starting off with the existing relationships that I built over time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand. And now you got Brown Sugar. She came back and said that question that she asked you earlier about people saying that they're black but not African, but she said they would say they're black but not African. You understand what
No, again, I think that it's the individual that's saying that. Collectively, we don't believe that. Like I said, I have never had a conversation with somebody who I know, as far as fellow African Americans, will sit there in my face and claim that they're not African. They would not survive that conversation. I'm telling you, because it's too much documentation, too much proof, and immutable differences that says otherwise. And so, and when you think about the results of even back then and now, there's very little results. The same thing is happening. It's been streamlined. So, I mean, one can make the argument that slavery is still going on. 500 years later.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's even been a real timeline of where we could even be thinking that it's anything other than what it is. And we know we from Africa, and we feel it every day. We are Africans, African Americans.
Yeah, every day, yeah.
Every day. I think that it's important, and I think that what we have done here in America is tried our best to re-articulate and change the narrative of what they profess Africans and African Americans to be. And I think that's the new phenomenon that's happening, as well as us controlling the narrative and us changing the narrative and controlling it, and us telling our own stories and our own history, because that's what's important as well. And so a lot of African Americans know that they are African. So I believe if you have experienced that from an African American, they were holding on to allegoric individuality, sense of self, which exists as well.
Okay. But, I understand. And you saying we should always control our own narrative.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because
why
if
do
you don't,
I'm listening.
If you don't, I mean, you have to be subject to what others would do with it. But if you control your own narrative, you're going to uphold it with integrity and with truth. And it's important that we tell. Just like the new thing that I was looking at something the other day, and it was about the Freedmen's Bank. I was like, I didn't even know that piece of history. And I was
me either. What is that about?
The Freedmen's Bank was at the turn of the 20th century, post-slavery. A lot of the blacks were putting their money. They allocated this bank, and it was called the Freedmen's Bank, and where a lot of African post-slaves was going to work, and they was getting bank accounts, and they had organized the first black bank in the sense of the name Freedmen Bank. But what happened was white people was running it. Even then, as we were obtaining, in segregation in our own communities, they were still running the main, like the heavy resource entities of our community until we totally took over. You know what I'm saying? And so the Freedmen Bank, although it was designed to be a black bank, they still ran it. They still operated it. Like it was a white branch manager, a white, I believe a white owner or whatever. But he ended up taking the funds and misappropriating the funds, and it was like 100% black, investing, black capital, black money that black people was putting the money into the bank, and they misappropriated the funds. So I was very interested to find it out. So I didn't know that, you know what I'm saying, about the Freedmen Bank and what happened in history there. But here we go again, another story of injustice and this hardship,
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have something else. I'm a travel vlogger. I do a lot of traveling. What's some of the countries have you traveled to? Have you traveled outside the United States?
Let me tell you, I have not.
Yeah, okay. You got that passport, right?
I have a passport. I have a passport. But I have not got the stamp, my first stamp. So I was thinking about if I would, it would be Hawaii or Puerto Rico, but they're part of the states now. So
that's they don't have to stamp the passport. Yeah, they won't stamp it. They'll just look at it.
Yeah, so I got to get a step. I got to go outside, so I got to get a step on my passport.
Okay. The question I got to ask with that: what would be the top 5 countries you would try to go to? Once you start traveling, what countries? What's your top 5? Take your time, think about it. What's your top 5 that you would like to go to?
Well, for sure, Haiti and Jamaica.
Okay.
For sure, Haiti and Jamaica. I would love to go to the Caribbeans.
Some other islands, yeah.
Yeah, other island Caribbean as well. And I'm hearing a lot of Africans in Europe, so I would love to go to Europe.
Yeah, they in England, they in Germany, they everywhere, man. They in France.
I heard there's a huge population in Britain though.
Yes, a lot of Nigerians, a lot of people from Ghana, Nigeria, other countries as well.
And then they say, the map is closer to Europe. It's like it's close to Europe.
Yeah, it's right there. It's not far. Yeah, you got to cross waters, big waters when you come to the States, man. That's the Atlantic slave trade. They had to cross that water. But yeah, it's pretty. They can get there pretty quickly in a couple hours.
Yeah. Cause I know you come from the United States, you got to stop in Europe before you go to Africa, something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. Yeah, but yeah, definitely Europe. So Jamaica, Haiti, Europe, and British particularly, and let me see where else I want to go. Caribbeans, I said Caribbeans. That was 4, and then I guess the 5th one would be Guatemala.
Guatemala, that's all right. I've been there before.
Okay, because I heard of Livingston. I heard a lot of
yeah, that's the
yeah.
Griffin of Black descent. Yeah.
Yeah.
They there, they in Belize, right there, they in Honduras. Yeah, they all right there. Yup, you know what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see Belize too. Belize is very mixed and diverse as well. Belize is very
yes, it is.
diverse. Yeah, so I want Belize. Yeah, Belize. And
I have strong ties to Belize, man. My son's mom is from there.
Oh wow!
So I have strong ties to Belize. I'm in Belize. Matter of fact, my son is living in Belize right now as we speak. Right now, he's living in Belize right now as we speak.
You've been there?
Yeah, I've been to Belize 1,000 times, thousands of times. Yeah, not 1,000 times, but you know what I mean. I've been there a lot. I've been there a lot.
And how is
over
it?
20, 30 times.
Like it? How is
it? I
like
it. They got good food, good culture, good weather, good food. I'm trying to think who you would know was from there. Come in, you about the same age. You know Sean Barrow? It was a rapper in the 90s that was with Bad Boys.
Oh yeah.
Sean Barrow. Shine. He's from Belize. You know, they deported him. He's there now. His dad is the prime minister of the country right now as we speak. Dean Barrow. His dad is the prime minister of Belize right now as we speak.
Get out of here.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Belize is definitely a good place. Yeah, that's definitely a good place you can go to. Or, man, we could go take some trips together, man. If I go see my son, maybe you could travel down there. You could check out Belize. They nice, good, wholesome countries. You'll have a good time. You'll have an amazing time, man. You'll have an amazing time.
Man, that's dope, man. We could definitely do that. Yeah. That's for sure, man. But yeah, I would love to do that. Those are the countries I want to go and visit and definitely see how the people are, how it is there, and you have a good time. Definitely get some vlogs and get some interviews in.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let me give some more shout outs there. Star, how you doing? What's going on with you, Star? How you doing today? And then we got the bomb said, what is the time frame to get your resident visa in the country? The bomb, you got to explain what country you talking about. In the Dominican Republic, Haiti? What are you talking about? What are you saying? What is your time frame to get your resident visa in the country? Just elaborate a little bit. I might misunderstand what you're saying.
I think it varies, right?
Yeah, it varies from country to country. But I got to know what country he's talking about. Yeah, you got to check the DR out too, my brother, man. The DR is cool, man. It's a cool vibe here in the DR. Yeah, you'll definitely have a good time here in the DR as well.
I definitely want to come down there because I think I could do Haiti, the DR right there.
Yeah, the DR, yeah. Get your passport stamped a lot. You fly in the DR, stay there for a couple of days, go to Haiti, stay there for a couple of days, come back to DR. If you get bored of DR, you want to go back to Haiti, you go back there. You come back to the States with a whole bunch of stamps on your passport.
Wow. And it's like how long is travel from Haiti to DR? Like, what's that travel like?
If you fly, it's 30 minutes, but most people take the bus, which is like 4 or 5 hours, and you're in Haiti from the capital, from Santo Domingo. But I mean, if you're coming from other parts, they say Santiago, you can do it in 3 hours. And Santiago is the second largest city in the DR. You could take a bus from there to Cap Aishan, which is in the north. They said it's like 3 hours, 3.5 hours, something like that. Wow. So you can move around pretty quickly on the buses here. But Haiti is always the problem is sometimes Haiti has a lot of political issues. Sometimes it's you got to pick and choose when you go to Haiti. You got to like pick the time when you go to Haiti, man. But really, to be honest with you, it's no perfect time to go to Haiti. Sometimes you just got to go walk by faith and make sure you got everything, the proper security, and you with the right people. Because I stayed there 4 or 5 months with no problem. But I was surrounded by family and some good friends, and everything went smooth. I didn't have no issues. I had no hiccups. Didn't have any problems, man. So it's just you just got to know how to move around to the different countries, man. But yeah, but once you get that travel bug, man, Once you get that travel vlog and you start traveling, man, you're gonna do it a lot. Especially what you do with this media outlet and everything that you're doing. You'll meet a lot of celebrities on the road too as well. Like you might catch some interviews you thought you would never catch because they be in Jamaica, they'll be in Haiti, they'll be in Europe, they be that, you know what I mean? They're not always in the States, you know, you'll catch them in Canada, they might be in Mexico. So it'll definitely work good on what you're doing. So
No, for sure.
What is your goal with your company the rest of the year? What is your core goal that you're trying to do for the rest of this year? Because I mean, this has been a rough year. So for the rest of the year, what are you trying to do? As far as the brand.
So before the pandemic came, I was definitely more active. Like you see it on my website, I was doing live events. I was doing personal interviews. That was coming to me. I was filming at the studio, and so with the pandemic, everything has transferred into virtual. But the good thing about live and virtual is that you want that presence as well. You want that traffic as well. So one of the things that I've learned from being subject to COVID and just subject to live and not being able to do stuff physically is that I should have been working on both of them simultaneously. Like you want to definitely get the live out there and get the connection with people that you can reach more on live and virtually, and definitely also do the in person as well. And my goal is just to continue to get the numbers up and connect with the people virtually. And by the time we come back, I'm going to stay true to both. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the personal ones, and I'm going to stay in touch virtually with people on live. And what I'm doing now, I'm not going to stop doing it because I see the importance of doing it on live as well, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
And let me give some shout outs to Biz says, Sakpase Biz, what's going on with you? And then Brown Sugar said, the bomb. Individuals who have residence in the Dominican Republic for 1 year with temporary residence status may then apply for permanent residence. Permanent resident cards are valid for 2 years. So thank you, Brown Sugar, for answering that question. I don't care what someone say about you. You all right with me, Brown Sugar. I'm talking trash to it. And then Brown Sugar said the bomb years can be it can be renewed for a fee at the immigration department for periods of 2 to 10 years. Okay. And man, maybe you have to do your interviews like this now, because I see this is the new norm now. Like the streaming is the new norm now. So 2 people don't have to be in the same place. I was against it for a while, but I had no choice but to. I had to adapt to this the streaming on YouTube now. I had to adapt to it because I always like to do the interviews with people face to face. But now I can see you can reach more people with these streams. So this will definitely, my brother, this will definitely come in handy from what you're trying to do. It'll definitely come in handy. And then I got a question for you. I see K News in the background. What is that K News in the background? Explain that to us. You know, I'm a question about everything.
If you check out my website, KingSolomonEntertainment.tv, my website has everything will end up on my website as far as the archive station where it's on all platforms. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, and I'm on YouTube. But everything's going to end up on KingSolomonEntertainment.tv. And so one of my flagship shows is Philanthropy at its Best and Hollywood Now. And KS News was created after those 2 because I didn't want to convolute the other 2 platforms. Like Philanthropy at its Best is celebrates and honor humanitarianism, philanthropy work, people who are in the community making a difference. Hollywood Now is one-on-one interviews with celebrities, Hollywood stars, Hollywood influencers, and insiders. And so that's the Star Power platform. And KS News is everything else, the social injustices, the trending, the latest, you know, all the other issues and open platform. We come and make it empowers people, it brings awareness, and it's where, you know, everything else can come that can go on the other 2 platforms. So That's
Okay.
KS News. KS News. Yeah.
All right.
Come on, we talk about it. Come on and we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Thank you for breaking it down to the nitty gritty for me today.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna ask you, do you work with other media outlets? Who are some of your allies that you work with out there in California, or they might be on the East Coast in Philadelphia, New York? Do you have allies that collab a lot together? Who do you collab with? Or are you more like an independent?
No,
Completely
it's important that we connect with other bloggers and media outlets. And so in doing the red carpets and public events, you connect with a lot of publicists, you connect with a lot of other outlets. And so but as far as working hands-on, you got to kind of like gel. Like with me, you connected and we enjoy working together. It's easy. You tend to work with people like that more so that you can get to visualize and build other stuff from there. But Philly Dime is one. I connect with the Nikki Rich show. That's another one. She's another friend of mine. I do EUR Web is another people that I connect with. So it's the ones that you connect with and you can see yourself doing other things, creating together and doing other stuff with, so those are the ones you tend to work with more frequently than just everybody that's out there blogging.
Okay.
Yeah.
And man, what gives you fulfillment from doing this job? Do you feel completely fulfillment from doing this job?
Yeah, absolutely. The importance for media to me, I think, is important because, like, now with the industry, with the what they call it, they villainize in black media.
Yes, indeed.
So they don't. Sometimes they want us, sometimes they don't. It's at their convenience. But I think again, black media need to control the narrative in that in the media coverage, saying that we can't be pushed aside and then brought out when you think it's best to bring us out, because especially when it comes to black talent. They go and they think success is tied to mainstream media, and they go and they get representation from mainstream, and then the first thing that they publicists and they management tell them, don't do black press, stay away from black press.
Wow.
And so unfortunately, it's up to the talent to say, no, I'm doing both, or I'm doing all of it, or the more press the better. And so we have to continue to fight to be everywhere. And as far as me, I although I'm starting out with black media coverage, I'm not just subject to just what I'm saying,
black media coverage.
But that's where you have to start a lots of times. Then you want to push, you want to grow into other platforms and into mainstream. So that's the goal. And I already, if you see on my page, I already cover a lot of mainstream organizations as far as nonprofits. So I'm already covering, mainstream media and coverage. And so it's just going to grow from there. But yeah, you have to make sure that we continue to be everywhere, because soon when they in trouble, here they come back to us. You know what I'm saying? So black media is needed, is valuable, is something that should be always a constant and all the time, all topics, so just get out there, get in there. So I definitely feel like I'm making a difference because I'm going to be covering everything.
And your nonprofit, what you have a nonprofit organization set up right now?
Yeah.
And what is the goal of your nonprofit? What is your core goal of the nonprofit organization you have?
Yes. So my nonprofit is King Solomon Entertainment, and it's the nonprofit part is when I see nonprofit and when I hear about the challenges of all the nonprofits, is to empower them with what's missing, the demands of what would it take to make your nonprofit work? What would it take to make your nonprofit becomes, in your mind, the vision that you have for it? So in regards to media, I created a platform for nonprofits, and that was the way I gave back to nonprofits, by empowering them with connecting with each other as well as to the community, because they have created their passion, number one, and what's missing, the demands. A lot of times people purpose and nonprofits is created about their own personal experience, but they see the need of it to be told to the world. And so sometimes we don't know what exists and what's readily available for us. And so here come the media platform that covers that and put it out there, say, hey, this organization exists. This organization do this, and they have this, and you can reach out to them.
Okay.
And you can participate. So it was about creating a pipeline where all the resources and nonprofits come together and exist that you may or may not know about. And and it gives you some insight on what they do and how you can get involved and how you can make a difference. So what I've done, I brought everybody together, and that's my philanthropy platform that I created in regards to nonprofit.
Man, I would love to bring you to Haiti, man, and for you to link up with some YouTubers down there, and also some other nonprofit organizations. Maybe you can help them, man, and see what you guys can do to make some kind of change over there in Haiti, man. Because Haiti's rough, man. Haiti's rough, and it needs a lot of help. And we need positive brothers like you from California and like from all over the world to take a chance. You know, I don't know what it is exactly. You know what I mean? We only been talking for like an hour on the live. But maybe we can fit you in some kind of way that you can help with your brothers and sisters over there in Haiti through one of your media outlets. Maybe, because I always try to plug everything to Haiti because I want to, you know, I want to build Haiti up and put Haiti in a positive light. But we're gonna talk again. We're gonna keep doing these interviews, and I gotta figure something out that I can connect you with Haiti for you to King Solomon Entertainment can be doing something in Haiti, because I know you're not scared to work abroad and work in countries. You're not just limited to the U.S.
No,
I would
love to film on the ground of Haiti and love to do interviews. I would love to get out there and make it happen for sure. I'm definitely gonna connect, and I definitely gonna plan a trip to come out there, and you can definitely show me around, and it'll be great. I think it'd be real good. It'll be real good.
Yeah, man. Let me read some of these comments, man. Some people giving some comments. Joe said hi. Fox said hi. What's up? Good. Omi. Joe said that nice, man. You're from California, reaching out. You're a good guy. They said you're a good guy for what you're trying to do. Beat said it's the U.S. making Haiti the way it is, not us. Okay, Beats is from Haiti. He said the U.S. is making Haiti the way it is. It's not us. He said the U.S. is making it a certain way. And then we got 100 of Rob 100. Philly Dom always doing good for others. I'm trying, my brother. And then Joe said, what could we find King Solomon's Entertainment? Where could they find King Solomon? I wish I would have put everything down there already.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna put the link. I can see when we get off, I can email you the link. You can put it in your bio, or you can put it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the video so you can have so that everybody can have it. Yeah. I'll put all this information in the description. You just send it to me how you want it, and then I'll copy and paste it, and I'll put it in the description so they can always reach out to you.
Yeah, and I can just say it right now. I'm on most social media platforms. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. And my website is kingsolomonentertainment.tv. And I'm on YouTube at James Claybon, JamesClaybon.
James Clay.
Yeah.
On you. If they go there, they'll find all your media outlets from there, right?
Yes. And then everything else, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, I'm King Solomon Entertainment Company, KINGSOLOMON Entertainment, ENTCO, King Solomon ENTCO. Yeah.
I'm typing it right now. Solomon. Okay. Check that out. He'll pop up on that as well, guys. King Solomon Entertainment. James Claybon, YouTube. Yes. And he's doing his thing, guys, man. He's a positive brother. Yeah. He's trying to do some positive things in this media outlet. This media outlet way of life that the world is turning into now. Media outlet is going to be stronger than it ever been Due
no, for sure. Yeah.
Due to COVID now, that people can't be in the same spot at one time. So it forces us to do these interviews like this, and it stretches us and puts you in places that you would normally not go. Because now you can do interviews with people in Haiti, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, England, China,
all at the same time. All at
all
the
at the same time.
Yeah.
Any do you have any last words? Anything else you want to tell them about you? Because my brother, you gonna be on my platform from here on out. We're gonna be doing a lot of these interviews.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be on mine, so I'm gonna be on yours. So we're gonna be doing a lot. So we definitely gonna be connected, man. And I'll be back, and definitely check me out on all social media platforms. Subscribe, follow me, and stay tuned. Wonderful, great content coming up. Great interviews, great coverage coming up, and yeah, we're gonna be doing virtual until the pandemic open back up. Then I'll be out there, and I'm gonna continue to do both virtual and in person as we open back up and everything. 2020 to 21. That's the anticipation of everything opening back up. We don't know exactly when, but hopefully, more and more every day things are opening back up, and hopefully we'll be back.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to put the name again because they said they couldn't find it. Let me spell it out. James.
Yeah, JAMES CLAYBON.
Okay, so it's JAMES. James is the first name. Last name is CLAYBON.
Yes.
On YouTube.
Yes. Ticking YouTube. Yeah.
That's it, Joe. That's how Joe. That's it. James Claiborne on YouTube. And it's CLAYBON.
Yes. Yes. And King Solomon Company on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Please subscribe and follow me. Yeah. All of them. Appreciate you.
Hold on, put it in there for him. Solomon.
ENTCO.
Yeah. Okay. SOLOM. Okay. On IG, Facebook,
and Twitter.
And okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, man. It was good to have you as a guest, man, my brother, man. This was an honor. This was a pleasure.
Much, man. Really, thank you so much, man, for having me. Again, I'll be back, and you're definitely gonna be doing this more and more. And I appreciate everything. And man, it's dope what you're doing, man. I'm so excited for you, and man, just continue to do what you're doing, man, because it's needed, man. It's the stuff, you lit.
Yes, indeed, man. So, man, yeah. So we'll talk soon, my brother, man.
Okay.
Thank you for at the last minute you did the live with me. I greatly appreciate it. He was trying to do this for a while, but we finally connected and we got the live. I see my friend is watching Fitness and Travel Life, watching from Palms Beach, County, Florida. Palm Beach, Florida. Shout out to you, Fitness, man. Everybody check his channel out as well. It's a YouTuber. He's from Haiti. He lives in West Palm Beach, Florida. He's doing big things, man. Yeah, he's gonna be in the DR real soon, like in 2 weeks. He'll be in the DR. So I'll do some videos when we check them out as well. And man, we're gonna just keep connecting, and I'm gonna try to see if I can connect you with some people down in Haiti and Jamaica. Maybe you can talk to them and let them know what you do. And y'all can figure out some other countries as well. That's it, guys. I'll talk to you guys a little later. I'm gonna do some more interviews today. I'm going live. I'm gonna just be going live all day today. I'm gonna call it the live lit day. That's what I'm gonna be going live today. I got another special guest coming out in a little bit. I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Peace out.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.